How prevalent are Freemasons? So this is an excellent question. This comes up all the time, especially during my live broadcasts. So I go around and I show a lot of this stuff, right? To be completely honest with you, I didn't pay no attention to Freemasons really up until I got my health in check and became more aware of everything because I was locked away in my own programming to even realize the patterns that were around me. And I was locked into that programming by being morbidly obese. I was over 300 pounds. I was an alcoholic. I've been sober since December of 2023. I did get intoxicated at one bachelor party a couple months after I quit drinking, but I mean, that doesn't count, right? But either way, there's not, I didn't know any Freemasons, no open Freemasons, like personally, like it never came up in conversation. And the whole Freemason thing made sense to me more when I just started learning more about Freemasons and then relating it back to my life, if that makes sense. And then once I started seeing how everything was manipulated that way by all these organizations, these clubs, these groups, I started applying it back to things and I started thinking, and I'm like, okay, well, that makes sense, that makes sense, that makes sense. And then seeing holes in all the little patterns, because in the policing world, right, there are a lot of great people that are police officers, and I don't care what you think about the police. This isn't a conversation to stoke any kind of hate, any kind of divide, anything whatsoever. At the end of the day, we are all free living inhabitants on this earth, and we are all lied. We are all deceived. We are all deceived. Woe unto these scribes, unto these Pharisees. Woe unto these esquires. History, his story, right? To the victor goes the spoils. Who writes the history books? The winners and the people that have a lot of money. And we live in the United States Corporation. It's got a lot of money that's not backed by gold since 1933. But I digress. To answer your question, I didn't see a lot of open Freemasonry anywhere. It didn't come up in conversations. Now, where I was a police officer, demographically speaking, in upstate New York, it's Washington County, okay? You have state of Vermont, Washington County, and then outside of Washington County, Saratoga County, Warren County, Rensselaer County, Essex County, okay? So upstate New York. I was around Glens Falls, okay? I was a detective, I was a sergeant. I didn't see open Freemasons, but I didn't have conversation. It never came up in conversation. We were just normal people every day, like going to work, honestly. And the agencies that I work for, there's some really good people that are there, all locked in the programming. Now, the people towards the top, do they have some ideas about what's going on? Undoubtedly. And there's not a doubt in my mind. Are they drunk, programmed, and distracted by their own egos? 100%. And that's a lot of this as well, is that there's so many people that get appointed or elected into positions and they get so caught up in their own nonsense that it no longer becomes about the people and it becomes about their own ego. And that's a big part of the problem. There are Freemasons and a lot of different police agencies, I'm sure all over the country. I know whistleblowers reach out to me all the time, family members. There's a lot of people reaching out to me and telling me their stories, and my heart goes out to you, and it's heartbreaking. And when people know the truth about these organizations that have hijacked our country, just be good with the Creator. That's all I got to say. I'm good. My conscience is clear, but we all have to heal and come together, and we got to stop holding on to lies. We got to let those go, all right? So if you want to keep holding on to lies, you're damning yourself, you know what I'm saying? But I love y'all. Excellent question, and we can talk about this more. I go live. Please sign up for notifications. I am Lance from Upstate, Lance-a-lot. You can check me out on all the other big platforms. I'm on IG and YouTube. Love y'all. Stay wild. And before anybody jumps down my throat saying about Freemasons and I should have seen this, should have seen that, I also want to add to the fact, okay, that I was a very busy police officer. And police officers are busy because there are evil people that exist, and they're all in our communities, and people don't realize what even happens on a daily basis, okay? But this is all part of it. They take good people with good souls, like myself, okay? Like other people that you know in the military or first responders that have good souls. your family members that you have served, and they told you these stories. They take us and they manipulate us into these systems and thinking that we are serving something good. And no, we're serving evil people, rich men that don't care about us. So I just want to throw that out there, okay? Policing is a serious career field, all right? And it's dangerous. And I'm not here to defend police. I'm not here to defend anybody. I'm just being real. I love y'all. Stay wild.